Tony, what's up, buddy? I'm taking a run to the store. It's pretty late at night, but I had something on my mind. I had this thing we call forgiveness on my mind, specifically self-forgiveness. I know you can't see me, it's late, but you can hear me. Now I want you to get this message while it's on my mind, while it's on my heart. So, you have to understand that you're a human being first. You're just a human being, and what that means is you are a bundle of imperfections. Being a bundle of imperfections means that you'll never be perfect. No matter how hard you try, no matter how much you expect that from yourself, no matter how much you desire perfection from yourself, no matter how much you seek it, you can't obtain it. As I said, we are a bundle of imperfections. Expecting perfection from yourself only leads to depression, sadness, and guilt, things like that. I'm not saying you shouldn't have a conscience when you perform below your expectations, or when you disappoint someone that you love by making a mistake or saying something out of emotion, or acting out of emotion, out of fear, and doing something you're not proud of. Yes, you should feel bad about that temporarily, only for the gain of learning from that mistake, and we know with the hopes of not doing it again, but not just for the sake of beating yourself up, forgetting that you're a human being, and expecting you not to make mistakes. Mistakes are a normal part of life, no matter how old you are, no matter how wise you think you are, no matter how much success, material success, financial success, spirituality, no matter all these things you think you got, you think you have, that elevates you above the person you may have been before, you'll never be perfect. Take it from someone who is almost obsessed with personal development and growing and becoming a better person, and trying to help others do the same. That is my life purpose. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm up to every day. That's what I like. So, I have a hard time. I had to learn this the hard way. I've expected perfection out of myself, and in turn disappointed myself when I didn't live up to that vision of perfection. But I had to learn that, dude, you can't be perfect. Why would you expect perfection from an imperfect being? Why would you do that? It makes no sense. You're setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up for disappointment. You're setting yourself up for depression. You're setting yourself up for anxiety, etc., etc. One of the worst things you can do is expect perfection from yourself and expect perfection from any other human you'll ever meet in your entire life, including me, your father, including your mother, Alexandria, anybody. We're all going to make mistakes. We're all going to do things we're not proud of. It's not what happens to you, it's how you react after that. It's what you do after things happen to you is what matters, You're going to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to disappoint others. And that's just the way it is. Of course, you want to minimize those. But to think you won't ever do it is something that you should never even cross your mind. To think that you'll never disappoint someone. So how do you forgive yourself? First of all, it goes back to what I just said. You have to know that you are an imperfect being, and it's okay to make mistakes. Number two, you got to have some kind of sense of humor about life. You got to be able to laugh at yourself and not take yourself and life so serious. If you take life so serious to the point where you can't laugh at yourself for making mistakes, laugh at your imperfections, embrace your imperfections, and love them despite, you're going to have problems your whole life. It's going to be a hard life for you, my friend. Have enough wisdom to allow yourself to make mistakes. Growth only happens by making mistakes. If you never made a mistake your entire life, you could never grow to your potential. Mistakes are opportunities to grow. Every mistake you make has the seed of achievement. Every mistake you make has within it the seed of success. Every mistake you make has the opportunity for success. And what I mean by that is every mistake you make, there's a lesson in that mistake. If you can extract the lesson in that mistake, then you've grown from that mistake. And if you've grown from that mistake, that actually helped you. It was an opportunity for you to become a better person, for you to learn, for you to grow, for you to love, for you to share, for you to gain more wisdom for your next level in life. I've learned more from my mistakes than my successes. And you'll find this with any person who does any kind of self-examination. They've learned much more from their mistakes. I'm not saying they're proud of those mistakes, but the lessons hit so hard if you take an approach to your mistakes as learning opportunities. Schools of wisdom. Lessons that you needed to learn to become the highest version of yourself. Approach mistakes in that way. What can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? How can I share this with others and help them not make the same mistakes as me? What is this mistake trying to teach me about myself? Is this a pattern? Am I doing it over and over and over? Is this mistake I'm making a habit? Examine that. Figure out why you're doing that over and over again. Why are you doing this thing to yourself that you say you don't want to do with your mouth, but you can't get your lower self to act in accordance with your higher self. Your higher self wants the best for you. Your higher self wants to grow into your potential. Your lower self wants immediate gratification. Your lower self wants to sit there and watch TV and stay safe.